What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's WWE Raw Recap show. This is the Raw after the Royal Rumble, so we're going to figure out possibly, not to give no spoilers away, unless you already watched it, then you know what happened. Possibly figure out where the Royal Rumble champions might take their title opportunities. Maybe both of them tonight. Keep listening to find out. Anyway, yes, this week's Raw takes place at the Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So yes, we got some got some Royal Rumble aftermath things to deal with. Let's see, gonna have some WrestleMania build-up kind of start. Also, it was announced that Eliminator Chamber matches, qualifying matches will be next week as well. So we got that to build up. Trust me, folks, not on drugs, just a little slow today. Anyway, let's get right to it. And like I said, there's a few things that happened at the Royal Rumble, like this guy who drew number 2, got attacked, and quickly became the first person eliminated. That is Bronson Reed, and he came out and was not in a good mood whatsoever because of what happened at the Royal Rumble. The rest of the division tried to get him to calm down as he was, let's just say, moving furniture around. He got on the mic, gave Adam Pearce a 3 count to come out. Pearce came out, said it wasn't his fault. Like he doesn't fire him for that piss poor Royal Rumble performance. Good gosh, Pearce, let's not poke that bear. And last, they was talking about the Masked Man. Masked Man, I don't know who the Masked Man is. Last Masked Man that came around here was Austin Theory. Trying to kind of, look back at Austin Theory a little bit. There was a funny look in Logan Paul's eyes. So maybe some of those rumors could be true about Logan Paul this time. We don't know. Braun Breaker went out, thought he was going to get face to face with Adam Pearce, but had security there, of course. That's when LA Knight took the opportunity, came in, and attacked Theory and Paul with a chair. And as soon as Bronson Reed came back in the ring, he decided to bail. Wise man. So that's how the first segment started. First match of the night was Javon Evans versus El Grande Americano, not the OG one, Ludwig, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, pretty good match here. Grande had the open advantage when he threw his jacket at him, cape, and attacked Evans. Evans, of course, would eventually mount a comeback. Evans climbs the ropes. Rayo distracts the ref as Bravo knocks Evans off the ropes. Rayo gives Americano a metal plate. That's when the original El Grande Americano comes out. Evans takes that Americano, hits the OG cutter, and gets the win. And of course, the confusion on the faces, if you can tell, of the Grand Americano clan there, or group, team. So wonder what Obviously, I guess they're not going to be no team ups here. It's going to be El Grande Americano Gable versus El Grande Americano Ludwig or Kaiser. So we should see what happens here. I guess El Grande Americano still has the creeds and Alvin Nile by his side. So we should see what happens. It could be a fun little storyline to check out. Next up, we hear the familiar tune of AJ Styles' entrance music, but it was not AJ coming out. It was Gunther who comes out. Lasted everyone as people cuss at him. Gunther says, just like Bill Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles find out what happens when you challenge the career killer. Dragon Lee would come out um, and kicks Gunther, hits him with a high cross body. Gunther is kicked out of the ring, and Lee comes in after him with a suicide dive. Lee sends Gunther into the ring post with a head scissors, then knocks Gunther into Timekeeper's area. That's where Gunther grabs the bell, and nails Lee with it. Um, Officials after that, that's when Gunther slaps on the sleeper. Officials run out. The hold is broken, but Gunther gets back in the ring, grabs Lee, pulls him to the apron, and puts him in the sleeper again until his body went limp. Uh, then he finally let go, puts on his jacket, walks out as the officials, along with medical, referees and medical staff, takes a look at Dragon Lee. It was supposed to have been War Raiders against somebody, but we got a big new kid to push and kind of mixed about this, honestly. Yes, I'm fully behind pushing Femi. Uh, Not a big War Raiders fan, but they are your former tag team champions, so you got kind of not really get their ass kicked here, but that's what happens. But I sort of cheered this because I'm not a War Raiders fan. Um, Sorry, I called them the Viking Warriors in my notes here, but basically Oba came in and demolished the former WWE World Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. Uh, Femi tosses Eric, choke slams Ivar, then hits the fall from grace on Eric, leaves them both laying. Like I said, not a big War Raiders fan, so I sort of cheered this, but thinking about it, I'm like, do you really want to? Yeah, fuck it. It's the War Raiders. Anyway, speaking of tag teams, the Bella Twins came out. Uh, Bree got on the microphone and said, "Hey, I guess everybody's wondering why I'm back. Teaming with my sister Nikki." I kind of joked around because she was like, "Oh, because Nikki's getting her ass kicked every night." But Bree was only kidding. They want the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. They were brought in as a tag team, but they didn't have tag team. The tag team belts didn't exist when they was out. So basically, now they're there and want to claim those championships. All right, let's take a brief commercial. A brief commercial break, and we'll get back to the rest of the recap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. If you made it this far in the video and you're having fun, you folks know what to do. Everybody says this, so let's go through the whole routine. If you enjoy it, click on that like button. Also, leave me a comment. Give me your opinions on anything I talk about tonight. Ask questions, or just drop a friendly hello. That's always cool as well. Also, if you enjoy listening to a fan, just like you folks at home, talk about the sport of professional wrestling, be a champ, click on that subscribe button. Now, back to our program. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have Penta versus Bronson Reed. Bronson pretty much dominated this match. Had the biggest, more portion of the match. In this situation, Penta did get some of his signature stuff in, but like I said, Bronson Reed kind of just used his power and overpowered him, and like I said, had a big, pretty much dominated this match. Penta would eventually make a comeback. Austin and Logan tried to interfere, but Penta would take them out, as well as the referee. Has accidentally hits the referee. So referee did not see when Bronson Reed hit the jagged edge and tsunami splash. Had him dead to rights for the 3 count. Like I said, no ref. So Paul Heyman said, "Hey, let's take him out. Grab a chair. Let's finish this." Uh, so Bronson Reed went out, grabbed a chair, but there's LA Knight again, attacks Bronson Reed, hits the BTF on Bronson Reed outside on the chair, causing Bronson to get counted out. So Penta wins this one. Next up, we got Dominique coming out. Uh, Seems like the fans are kind of embracing Dominique a little bit here. Not as many boos, but he trying to get him. He said the only reason he is there and showed up was to celebrate and introduce the 2026 Women's World Royal Rumble winner, and that is his Mamacita Liv Morgan. Called her something else, but I forgot. So she came out. Crowd gave her the "You deserve it" chant, and she said, "Yeah, of course I do." Um, she said she's gonna probably go to SmackDown and weigh up, see what's there. Yeah, then kind of make her decision later. Uh, but then she introduced her best friend and who she called the future or the soon to be WWE World Women's Champion, and that is Raquel Rodriguez. She came out. Then Raquel addressed the elephant in the room. Hey, Liv, why'd you eliminate me? Liv was pretty much said, hey, trying to make sure, we know you had an opportunity tonight, so therefore I just kind of eliminated you so I can get, you know, an opportunity myself, and more opportunities for the Judgment Day. That's all that matters. And she kind of bought it, but Raquel Rodriguez said, "Stay in the locker room. Don't come out. I got this." So that brings us to the Philadelphia Street Fight for the WWE Women's World Championship. Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie Van Cure. Pretty good stuff here. Raquel started out putting a whooping on Stephanie as usual. Champ bounced back. Then Rodriguez turned things around and started playing with all the toys. Um, the chairs were not really cooperative to Raquel Rodriguez in this match. There's a spot where she trying to wedge a chair, and the chair fell down. There's another another spot where she was trying to throw a chair over the ring ropes as she was on the floor. It bounced back and almost hit her. So yeah, her and the chairs were not friends on this night. Um, Stephanie, as well, would she get her signature stuff in? Hit the devil's kiss on a chair inside the ring after she avoided a corkscrew Vader bomb from Raquel. Um, then, of course, she hit the devil's kiss on the ring steps. Stephanie was favoring her ankle a bit, so I don't know if it's kind of bothering her still. Uh, but even though she told her not to, she did anyway. Liv would come out, hand her the belt. Uh, Raquel looked confused for a little bit, but Stephanie was right there. Uh, the distraction kind of, did give Stephanie the opportunity to push Raquel into the wedge chair. Roxanne tried to interfere but failed. Stephanie went for a super hurricanrana, but Raquel Rodriguez countered that. Looked like she was going to put a super power bomb onto the table, but Stephanie wound up countering that into a hurricanrana. Stephanie would then hit the corkscrew splash. I think it was used to be called the spinal tap, but I think she kind of did a little more splash on this one. 1, 2, 3, gets the pin and is still your champion. Liv Morgan, of course, as Stephanie was celebrating, hits Stephanie Vancouver with the Oblivion, grabs the belt, poses with the belt, and drops it on top of the champion Stephanie Vancouver again. So I guess this is the indication she made up her mind. She is going for the WWE Women's World Championship, not the WWE Women's Championship. That's on SmackDown, but don't think they have the official word yet. However, we wound up getting an official word about the men's Royal Rumble winner, the OTC, Roman Reigns. He came out to address the crowd. He discussed his history in Philadelphia. Roman said he's got a decision to make, either go after Drew or go after CM Punk. Of course, the fans started cheering CM Punk. Roman said, "Hey, do you not want me to face Roman or Drew McIntyre? Do you guys want CM Punk?" And of course, here comes the music. The music hits, and here he comes, the Punkster. The Punkster comes in, running wild, grabs a mic, looks at the camera, and addresses Finn Balor, who attacked CM Punk last week during his and AJ Styles' world title match. Um, Roman Reigns is like, hey, Finn must have, you know, really ticked you off. You're addressing him, and here I am in the ring. Punk was like, hey, you can't just take the easy way out and face Drew McIntyre. And they talk about how many times they've beaten Drew McIntyre. Kind of ends off uh, Punk saying he brought Reigns into the WWE and that Reigns learned from the best, and he's proud of him. He reminds Reigns that he has his decision to make, and we will see the kind of man Punk is, whether he picks the easy way or the hard way. Uh, and that, of course, the hard way is, CM Punk, in CM Punk's eyes. Kind of, Roman Reigns did kind of make a jab at him a little bit, say, hey, you calling Drew the easy way? He's like twice the size you are. Uh, so kind of chuckled at that one because, hey, spitting facts here, spitting facts. So, brief little history here. During CM Punk's first run in the WWE, he was the champion for 400 something days. Became a heel. Then then the Shield came in. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, who's John Moxley, and Seth Rollins. Now, if I remember correctly, according to the internet rumors time, CM Punk didn't want Roman Reigns part of the group. He wanted Cassius Ono, who is Chris Hero. He wanted him in that group, but for whatever reason, the brass in the WWE put Roman Reigns in there. So there's that history. Oops. Um, this one, Reigns tells Punk that Punk took a 10-year vacation and he's making up for lost time. Reigns laughs at Punk, thinking he learned from him. The only thing Reigns did learn from Punk is what not to do. Reigns says when Punk was going to be signed back, that they put it through him first, Roman Reigns. They came to Reigns and said, hey, what do you think about this? Reigns talks about how Punk ran his mouth when he left and made his life harder. talking about the interview he did on the Colt Cabana podcast. I don't remember the words quietly, but I think he had a couple little harsh words about Roman Reigns. Reigns said he's picking Punk because he hates Punk, and he's always hated Punk. And at WrestleMania, Punk will acknowledge Roman Reigns. Reigns drops the mics, walks out. But yeah, gosh, seemed like some pent up feelings there, Um, and he said, hey, even the Survivor Series match we had together, we teamed together. I shook your hand like a man, and you mocked me while my back was turned. And so yeah, Roman Reigns going against the Punkster brother, and CM Punk says, "Hey, I'm gonna run wild on you," but Reigns said, "You probably be the one acknowledging me come WrestleMania." So more on WrestleMania talk when that gets closer. So I will have my opinions about this match in particular. Let's just say time for the Punkster to do business. Anyway, that does it for this week's WWE Raw Recap show. Hope you folks have a good one. Take it easy, and until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.